Hey guys, what's up? DJ the Man here, back here with another video, and today's video is going to be my review of OMG Con 2016. This was my very first con and also my very first time cosplaying, so I don't really have anything else to compare it to, but we're just going to talk about the con in general. I'm going to go more in detail in my vlog, which will be a separate video from this one. I'll be talking more in that video. I'll be talking going more in detail of what I did and the pictures I took and the footage I got and all that good stuff. But in this video, it's just going to be a general review. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's go ahead and talk about the size of this con. So OMG Con is considered to be a smaller con, but to me, it was just the perfect size, especially for my first time. I wasn't shoulder to shoulder with anybody. It was very easy to get around. I wasn't bumping into people. I wasn't doing anything like that. Just the perfect size. And oh, before I forget to mention it, OMG Con took place in Owensboro, Kentucky, and it took place in the Owensboro Convention Center, which is very nice. And I'm going to throw up some footage of that now.
Light skin lolies, you can put it in my video. Dark skin lolies, you can put it in my video. Busty lolies, you can put it in my video.
This organization and OMG Con was very organized. It was very easy for me to get my pass here. When you get your pass, you also get a goodie bag, and in that goodie bag, it gives you, the schedule for the whole weekend. This right now we're looking at Fridays, and it tells you the times on the side here are the times and what's everything that's happening. And also, which is something that I'm very impressed with, is that also in the goodie bag comes this booklet. This booklet tells you about, it's very nice. Just look at it. I mean, just amazes me how well this is put together, especially for a smaller con. It gives you information about the guests that are going to be there. It gives you a map of the whole convention center. It tells you about the events that are going on, and it even tells you about it gives you the title of the event, like on this sheet, but also gives you a description of what's happening in that event or that panel, or in what time it's happening. This is very well put together, and I'm very impressed. Next up is the staff, and they were very nice and very helpful. I didn't run into any a-holes in the staff. The only time they got a little mean or uppity was when they were trying to get people organized to go into the rave, and that's understandable because like half the people weren't listening or just ignoring them, so they had to do something to get your attention, so I can't knock them for that. Next are the panels, and to be honest, I didn't really go to a lot of panels. The only one that I stayed in for a decent amount of time was the Hentai Olympics, and I'll probably talk about that more in my vlog video. But the main reason why I didn't really go to a lot of panels because there was just so much other stuff going on. I have a list right down here. There's the cosplay contest. There was a maid cafe. There was the rave, or the dance party as they like to call it. They had meeting the voice actors, and they also had a huge game room, which I'm going to talk about next. Next up is the game room, and for this con being considered a smaller con, this game room was freaking huge. Like, it should have been almost impossible for you not to find a game that you should like and enjoy playing. Unless you're not a gamer like whatsoever, you should have had a good time in that game room, because again, it was huge. Let me go and show you a couple of quick clips from the game room.
Yeah. Senpai in his fucking mental.
Let's do an above shot of the game room.
I'm coming raw in every instrumental. I see they fucking mad, they fucking temperamental. I'm packing dojins, yeah, I'm trying to claim my stake. Napata shotty with the country, give me break. And Demo Rudo winning.
So pretty big, right? And also what they had going on in the game room was that they had tournaments going on all weekend. They had, Mario Kart 8 tournament, a Smash Bros tournament, a Killer Instinct tournament, a Street Fighter tournament, Mortal Kombat tournament. They had all different types of tournaments, but I am going to have to knock off a few points because they didn't have Naruto Ninja Storm 4 as a tournament. Like, I don't understand. That's like a given. I just don't understand why they didn't. Next, I want to talk about the rave, or the dance party as they have to call it, and that was also great. They had Greg Ayers as a DJ, and he's the voice of Ganta from Dead Man Wonderland and a bunch of other things. The beat dropped just so many times, had a great time. Me and my friends stayed up in there for a good hour and a half, and when we got out, we didn't even realize that amount of time had gone by. That's how much fun we were having. Here's a quick clip of the rave.
We wake up to a day so boring where no one can be found. The time drags on as my thoughts go running.
Next, I want to talk about the guests, and there wasn't a lot of them, But you know, that's to be expected for this being a smaller con. So the main two that I really wanted to meet was Greg Ayers, who I've already mentioned as being the DJ, and also Erica Harlicker. And she's done like the voice of Elizabeth in the Seven Deadly Sins. She's also was Ami in Toradora, and most recently she's Kurapika in Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter for those that don't kill me. And below them would be Nate Wants to Battle and Xander Mobus. And Nate Wants to Battle is a YouTuber. He does a lot of songs and stuff on here on YouTube. I think he also has a gaming channel. And Xander Mobus, he's done the voice in a handful of different things. You know, I think the thing that he's most famous for is doing the announcer in this new Smash Bros. 4. So I didn't get to, you know, actually get anything signed or take a picture with Greg Ayers, but I did get to have an elevator ride with him. The only problem is that I didn't know it was him. Like, I was like 90% sure that it was him, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't say anything because I didn't want to make things awkward if it wasn't him. But man, you know, just a missed opportunity right there. But someone that I did get a chance to talk to and take a picture with and get an autograph from was Erica. Let me get you guys a good picture of it. You guys see that? Isn't that amazing? And she's just a very beautiful woman. Very nice and very bubbly. You know, just it was fun talking to her for the minute that I had. You know, she seemed very happy to see all these people coming out to see her and everything. And you know, she's like my voice actress crush right now. I didn't tell her that, but she is. And let me go and show you a picture of me to her together right now.
How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink?
So I also got to meet Xander Mobus. All I really did was shake his hand and tell him that I enjoyed him in Smash Bros. And all that other good stuff, just to say hi and whatnot, just to meet him. And I also ran into Felicia. I can't remember her last name, and I didn't get anything signed with her because, you know, I didn't realize how much stuff she was in that I actually liked. Like, I didn't really realize that she was in Dragon Ball Z's universe. She was also in Sword Art Online. She was in a handful of other stuff. I just didn't realize how much stuff she was in that I liked. So I probably would have gotten something signed if I realized that beforehand. And when it came to Nate Wants to Battle, I saw him more than a couple of times, but I never had my camera on me to take a picture with him. So I never actually approached him, which I should have just went up to him and said hi and said I told him I enjoy his content and whatnot. But I didn't, so oh well, at least I got to actually see him. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the Artist Alley. And be quite honestly and personally, I didn't really care too much for the Artist Alley / the vending room. Mainly because I went there to get, I wanted to get some original fan art, you know, of the different series that I like. But all I really saw was a lot of, official wall scrolls and posters, official stuff that, you know, not the most creative stuff in the world. And that was a little disappointing. At least I don't remember seeing a lot of fan-made anime poster stuff there. I just saw the official stuff. And also, you know, when I was walking through, you know, you see stuff, and some of it's a little bit marked up. Like a lot of stuff you could probably find online cheaper. Like I saw a few swords, I'm like, I could definitely find that for like $10 cheaper online. And you know, when I was looking at some figures, like I was looking at a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and he was like marked up at like $45 when I could find them online for like $20. And I also saw this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan doing the Kamehameha, and I also saw a figure of Cell doing the Kamehameha, and they were both $45 each. Well, I looked online and I saw you can get them both for $50, you know, each. I mean, not each, but together just for $50. So if you would have bought each figure separately at the con, you would have been out like what, $40? So yeah, it's best to do your shopping online. But something that I will say that I was impressed with was their manga. You know, they had a wide selection of manga for you to buy. And also, you know, they had, of course, it was marked down actually. You know, normally manga sales for like $10.99 or something like that. Well, they were selling theirs for like $8. So, you know, you're saving $3 if you buy their manga there. So that was really good. The only problem was that I couldn't think off the top of my head what manga volumes I needed. So, yeah, oh well. And last but not least, let's go and talk about the people that went to OMG Con, you know, the con goers. And they were all very nice people. I mean, we all were just there just to have a good time. I didn't run into any a-holes. They were very nice. You know, anytime I asked for a picture, they were like, yes, of course. Come on, let's go. Let's take this picture. You know, I felt like I could start a conversation with anybody, even when I'm in the hotel, riding back up to my room. I feel like it's just, instead of standing there in awkward silence in the elevator, I could just start a short conversation with some people. You know, it's just an amazing time. I did run into one weird person, but I'll go in detail on that one in my vlog. Oh, let me go ahead and show you some pictures I took with some cosplayers.
Yeah, you know it's hot out in these streets for a SisCon. These lolicons, man, they cracking down and shit like.
I have more, but I'm going to put those in my vlog, so because this video is about to go on a little too long. So overall, I'm going to give OMG Con, my very first con and also my very first time cosplaying, a 9.5 out of 10. I had an amazing time. What brings it down to that 9.5 instead of that perfect 10 was because one, I wasn't too impressed with the Artist Alley, and two, they didn't have Naruto Storm 4 as in for a tournament. You know, yes, that's pretty petty, but that's how I roll. I probably would have got knocked out in the first round, but that's not the point. So again, a 9.5 out of 10. You know, I had an amazing time. I definitely recommend OMG Con for any con goer. And also anybody that's looking to go to a con for the very first time. This is an excellent con. I just really enjoyed myself. Now let me go ahead and wrap up this video by saying, if you guys like this video, like the video. And if you like me, subscribe to me. And as always, this is DJ the Man. And I'll catch y'all next time.
Worry about the age. I'm just a sis, kinda like Culture Road. And my homie, hard Kakasagano. Hoping, praying that my life was like a rainbow. Bitch, I got the lowly about a week ago. Cop the lowly